We continue exercise 7.11 of definite integration. We are discussing about examples. Let us see another example, and this is integration minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4 sine square x. Integration limit minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4 and sine square x. So if there is question in the form limit minus a to a, then we use this property number 6. Here the limit is from minus a to a, and the value of a is pi by 4. So we will have to check the function whether it is odd function or even function. So we have given fx equals to sine square x. So we check whether it is odd or even. So put x equals to minus of x. Put x equals to minus of x. So we get sine square. Sine square x can be written as, this sine square x may also be written as sine x the whole square. Sine square x is written as sine x the whole square. So f of minus x, it becomes sine of minus x the whole square. And sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So it is minus sine x. But since there is a whole square, so square of minus becomes plus. So we get sine square x, and that is f of x. So we get that f of minus x equals to fx. And if f of minus x equals to fx, then it means it is an even function. And for even function, we write into integration 0 to a fx dx. So it is even function. It is an even function. And for even function, we use the property 2 multiplied outside and limit taken from 0 to a means 0 to pi by 4 and fx dx. So sine square x and dx. Now in a square form, sine cos can't be integrated, so we will have to express this in some multiple form, and this can be written as 2 integration 0 to pi by 4 sine square x is written as 1 minus cos 2x by 2 dx. Sine square x is written as 1 minus cos 2x by 2 because the formula for 2 sine square x is 1 minus cos 2x. The formula for 2 sine square x is 1 minus cos 2x. Then we separate the term. 2 is taken outside. 2 is taken outside, then 2 and 2 gets cancelled, and we get integration limit 0 to pi by 4 dx and minus integration 0 to pi by 4 and cos 2x dx. So integration of dx is x and limit from 0 to pi by 4, and integration of cos 2x. Integration of cos 2x is sin 2x by 2. 1 by 2 outside and sin 2x 0 to pi by 4 limit. So put the limit pi by 4 minus 0 and minus 1 by 2 and sin 2 into pi by 4 and minus sin 0. So it gives pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 sin pi by 2 sin 90 degree 1 and sin 0 0. So the result pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 taking LCM, or we can take as 1 by 2 as common. So the result comes to be pi by 2 minus 1. 1 by 2 pi by 2 minus 1, or you can left the answer pi by 4 minus 1 by 2. Let us see another example. This is 0 to pi x sin x. 0 to pi x into sin x upon 1 plus cos square x dx. 1 plus cos square x dx. Name it first number equation. So firstly we use the property number 5. Integration 0 to a fx dx equals to integration 0 to a f of a minus x. So we use property number 5. So this can be written as integration 0 to pi. At the place of x, everywhere at the place of x we will have to write a minus x. So a is pi. So pi minus x into sin pi minus x whole upon 1 plus cos square pi minus x and dx. So it gives I equals to integration 0 to pi minus x and sin 180 minus theta, sin pi minus theta. It gives sin theta. So sin pi minus x is written as sin x. 1 plus cos pi minus theta. This is minus cos theta, but since there is a square, so it becomes plus. So 1 plus cos square x and dx. Name it second number equation. Add equation first and second. Add first and second. So I plus I, it becomes 2i, and integration 0 to pi. We get x sin x plus remove the bracket, or in the next step we remove. So pi minus x sin x, LCM is 10. So the LCM is 1 plus cos square x and dx. Now remove the bracket. So integration 0 to pi. This is written as x sin x plus pi sin x and minus x sin x and upon 1 plus cos square x and dx. So x sin x gets cancelled and pi is the constant term written outside. Integration 0 to pi. This is 2i. 0 to pi and sin x dx upon 1 plus cos square x. Pi written outside, constant term, and integration 0 to pi sin x dx upon 1 plus cos square x. Now the differential coefficient sin x dx is the differentiation of cos x. So we put cos x equals to t. Put cos x equals to t and differentiate with respect to x. So differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So minus sin x and differentiation of t is dt by dx. So by cross multiplication it becomes minus sin x dx equals to dt, and multiply both sides by minus. So we get sin x dx plus sin x dx equals to minus dt. This is the value of sin x dx minus dt. And then we will have to change the limit. So for lower limit, put x equals to 0. For lower limit, put x equals to 0. Then we get t equals to cos 0 degree, and the value of cos 0 degree is 1. So we get the lower limit as 1. Then for upper limit, we put x equals to pi. For upper limit, we put x equals to pi. So for upper limit, put x equals to pi. Then this becomes t equals to cos pi, and cos pi is equals to minus 1. The value of cos pi is minus 1. Then this becomes 2i equals to pi integration lower limit is 1 and upper limit is minus 1, and sin x dx is written as minus dt. So minus outside dt upon 1 plus cos square x. This becomes 1 plus t square. 1 plus t square. So 2i equals to minus pi and dt upon 1 plus t square. Now dt upon 1 plus t square. Then this is the form dx upon a square and plus x square. This is the form dx upon 1 plus x square. But we can use the property. Firstly, we can use the property number 3. Property number 3, when we interchange the limit, the sign gets changed. So here the sign is negative, so it becomes positive. So pi integration minus 1 to 1 and dt upon 1 plus t square, dt upon 1 plus t square. We have used the property number 3. P3 has been used. Property number 3. Now this is the form minus a to a fx dx. So for this form minus a to a fx dx. So we will have to check whether the function is even or odd. So here the function is in terms of t. So ft is equals to 1 upon 1 plus t square, and f of minus t, it also 1 upon 1 plus t square, means f of minus t is equals to ft. F of minus t equals to ft, it means it is an even function, and for even function we multiplied by 2 and limit 0 to a and fx dx. So we use this property. For even function. We conclude that this is the even function. So for even function, 2i equals to multiplied by 2. So 2 pi and integration limit from 0 to 1. Lower limit becomes 0 and dt upon 1 plus t square. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So I equals to, and integration of dt upon 1 plus t square is tan inverse t. So pi tan inverse t and limit from 0 to 1. use the limit. So tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0, and tan inverse 1 is equals to pi by 4, and tan inverse 0 is 0. So we get the result I equals to pi square by 4. I equals to pi square by 4. Now another example, integration minus 1 to 1 sin raised to the power 5x, sin raised to the power 5x, and cos raised to the power 4x. Integration minus 1 to 1. Integration minus 1 to 1 sin raised to the power 5x into cos raised to the power 4x. Sin raised to the power 5x into cos raised to the power 4x and dx. So here the function is fx is sin raised to the power 5x into cos raised to the power 4x. This is our function. And the form is this 6 number form, minus a to a fx dx. So again we will have to determine whether the function is odd or whether it is even. So for determining this, we put x equals to minus x. So f of minus x. This can be written as sin of minus x raised to the power 5 into cos of minus x and raised to the power 4. So sin minus theta minus sin x and raised to the power 5, and cos minus theta plus cos x and raised to the power 4, but minus raised to the power 5. When we multiplied minus 1 by 5 times, it gives minus. So it gives minus sin raised to the power 5x, and it is positive cos raised to the power 4x. So it means this is minus of fx. So f of minus x comes to be minus of fx. So since f of minus x is equals to minus of fx, that is odd function. That is odd function, and for odd function, integration 0 to a, integration minus a to a fx dx, this becomes 0. For odd function, minus 1 to 1 sin raised to the power 5x into cos raised to the power 4x dx, this becomes 0. So directly we use 0 by property number 6. By property number 6. We are using property number 6 in this question. Now another example. Integration limit 0 to pi by 2. Integration limit from 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to the power 4x, sin raised to the power 4x upon sin raised to the power 4x plus cos raised to the power 4x and dx. Name it first number equation, and we use the property number 5. 0 to a fx dx equals to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So using property 5, we get 0 to pi by 2 and sine raised to the power 4. And at the place of x we will write a minus x means pi by 2 minus x upon sine raised to the power 4 pi by 2 minus x and plus cos raised to the power 4 and also pi by 2 minus x and dx. So this becomes 0 to pi by 2 sine 90 minus theta. This is cos theta. So cos raised to the power 4x. This also becomes cos raised to the power 4x and cos 90 minus theta sin theta. Sin raised to the power 4x and dx. So this is another equation, equation number 2. Adding first and second. Add first and second. So I plus I, we get 2i and limit 0 to pi by 2. Denominator of both the expression is same. So it comes sin raised to the power 4x plus cos raised to the power 4x upon sin raised to the power 4x plus cos raised to the power 4x and dx. This whole term gets cancelled and 2i equals to integration 0 to pi by 2 and dx, and integration of dx is x limit from 0 to pi by 2 and put the limit, so pi by 2 minus 0 which is pi by 2. So 2i equals to pi by 2 and I is equals to pi by 4. So the result is pi by 4. We get I equals to pi by 4. Now let us come to exercise. Exercise 7.11. The first question is I equals to integration 0 to pi by 2. Integration 0 to pi by 2 and cos square x dx. Cos square x and dx. Name it first number equation and use the property number 5. So I equals to 0 to pi by 2. This is written as cos square pi by 2 minus x and dx. Here we are using property number 5, P5. So cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So this expression becomes integration 0 to pi by 2 sin square x and dx. Name it second number equation. Now add first and second. So we get I plus I equals to 2i and integration 0 to pi by 2. The RHS of first equation is cos square x and RHS of second equation is sin square x and dx. And we know the identity cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 1. So cos square x plus sin square x, this becomes 1. So we get 0 to pi by 2, 1 multiplied by dx, and integration of dx is x and limit from 0 to pi by 2. Put the limit, so pi by 2 minus 0 and this was 2i equals to pi by 2 and I we get pi by 4. The result comes to be pi by 4 of the first question of exercise. Now question number second. Question number 2. In this question also we use property number 5. Integration 0 to pi by 2 and under root sin x root over sin x upon root sin x and plus root cos x and dx. Name it first number equation, and we use in this question also property number 5, P5. So I equals to integration 0 to pi by 2 and root over sin pi by 2 minus x upon under root of sin pi by 2 minus x and plus root cos pi by 2 and minus x and dx. Then sin 90 minus theta, it gives cos theta. So 0 to pi by 2 under root of cos x upon root cos x and plus root cos 90 minus theta. This becomes sin x and dx. Name it second number equation. This is the procedure. Firstly, we use the formula, we use the property, and the question which was given, we take first equation. After using the property, the equation comes, we make it second number equation, then add first and second. So I plus I, it becomes 2i, and limit from 0 to pi by 2. And both the equations have the denominator is same. In both the equations there is same denominator, so we get root over sin x and plus root over cos x, and denominator is also root over sin x plus root over cos x dx. This whole term gets cancelled and we get 0 to pi by 2, integration of dx is x, integration of dx. So integrate, this is x, and limit from 0 to pi by 2, then put the limit, so we get 2i equals to pi by 2 minus 0, this pi by 2, and I comes to be pi by 4. So we get the answer as pi by 4.